Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And welcome to another edition of Broad Street Blitz Take Leader Edition with the host, Leader Johnson, and your boy, Cool Cat Connor. What up, Leader?
What's up, man? Your host with the most. We'll have a toast, your guy, Leader Johnson. And we are here at Broad Street Blitz Take Leader Edition, man. My boy, Cool Cat. So much to cover. So much to get, man. Let's go.
Yep. It starts with you, Leader. What we talking about first?
Well, the first thing we're going to talk about the coaching changes.
Yep.
Let's talk about the coaching changes. Man, you knew how he was going to get down to business. You knew he was going to get down to business. The first person I want to talk about is Sean Mannion, the new offensive coordinator. He's a quarterback coach for Green Bay Packers. You hear a lot of good things about him, a lot of respect. They feel like he has a bright future, good mind. We didn't hear that about Patullo. We just knew Patullo was participating with Kellen Clemens, and we feeling like, ain't going to be no fall off. We won the Super Bowl. He going to bring that. So this is two things. I can tell you what I don't like and like about it. I'm going to be real with you because me and Cool Cat have talked about it. One thing is experience. He doesn't have play calling experience. He don't have experience being an offensive coordinator. But
go ahead.
He is a former quarterback. And each time Philadelphia gets not each time, but the last couple of Super Bowls that we won, the first two, the two Super Bowls we won, we had Frank Reich as offensive coordinator in 2017, former quarterback with the Buffalo Bills and others. And then we had Kellen Clemens. So, and he's a quarterback, offensive coordinator with another quarterback. That's good for Jalen Hurts. Two quarterbacks understand each other. So, Josh Grizzard, another one added to the team. If you got the one picture, Cool Cat, put that up with all the coaches and the positions. Boom. Josh Grizzard's there. We're going to talk about Jeff Stout. We're going to get more into that. Josh Grizzard's there. If I'm saying the name right, Ryan Mahaffey. Is it Mahaffey?
I think so.
Excuse us. He's with the Green Bay Packers. He formerly was with the Green Bay Packers. Sean Mannion knows him, trusts him a lot, and he's adding his staff. And so what happened was Jeff Stoutland is not going to be the run game coordinator no more. They have a new approach. Now, for everybody, I'm going to tell y'all, Jeff Stoutland's didn't just happen. This didn't just happen. Nick Sirianni was taking over in the second half of the season when they started running good and started improving. Now I'm saying, listen, Stoutland, everybody has their faults. But Stoutland's a legend. This is what it is. Stoutland just want to run. Look, he stayed when he could have been offensive coordinator a lot of places. In 2023, when he signed the contract, he could have went somewhere else and he stayed with the Eagles. He just don't want to. He want to be the run game coordinator. I think he don't want to be just the offensive line guy no more. He just want to do that.
Yeah.
So they're going to have a new run game coordinator. You hear a lot of names like Greg Olsen coming around that could be added to the staff. It's like that. Sean Man's going to bring his people in, and he's from a winning culture. A winning people around him, all winners. Winning organization. He also had Jordan Love at Green Bay. Like it or not, he was one of the elite quarterbacks. He had some ups and downs, but guy was elite quarterback because who was next to him when it was going down? Who was next to him? So, all right. I mean, listen. My big thing is it might not sound exciting, but I got to see this happen. I'm on that point because Patullo already came in and didn't do it. So I got to really, I'll tell you what's good and bad, what I like about it, but I got to see it happen now. We got to get on the field and it got to happen. It's a new staff. The Vic Fangio news, there were rumors of him retiring, but no, he's staying. There was something saying that he's staying. There was something said that Vic Fangio wasn't 2 more years. Or he might coach. There's a lot of stuff that's coming out, but he's staying right this year, so that's all we know right now. People were thinking Jim Schwartz and all this. Man, listen, it was a report that came out. Fangio did not say he was leaving. We're going to clarify that. The report that came out, they read off one part of the whole thing. There was nothing said that Fangio was going to quit. He never said that.
Right.
So everybody know that. So he go when he go. This Eagle team, man. I mean, listen. I'm cool with it. I mean, you know why I'm cool with it on that point? Because Albie Roseman always comes back and he corrects things. Nick Sirianni has played with so many different offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators. But only person he ain't played with is Southland. Like that's what's going to be new. Who's still like people? Christian Parker's gone there. Like, listen. People go and be coaches and people love them. You know what I mean? Christian Parker's a defensive coordinator now. Shout out to him. He knows with the Cowgirls. I'm sorry, y'all. All y'all Cowboy fans, but that's what I say here. All right. But no, it's good, man. It's good. And I think they're gonna do good. They gotta go and sign offensive guys. They ain't gotta sign a receiver. They ain't gotta sign a runner. They got everything. They just gotta get the right coordinators in there and make it happen, man. We had 3. This is a good thing for Philly because we really focus on offensive line. We've done it the last almost 20 years. If we talking about 20 plus maybe. Juan Castillo was from 2010. Was it? No, not 20. He was from 1998 to 2010. Juan Castillo became a coach for the Panthers. Juan Castillo's coached the Redskins. Offensive line coach. We had guys, Deuce Staley. The first couple of years, Andy Reid was there, wasn't that good. And then after the Super Bowl, that was a bad year. But I mean, he's been a good offensive line coach, man. We had good players on the offensive line. Then Howard Mudd, great Howard Mudd. 2 years, he was around when the Dream Team was formed. The 2011 year, then 2012, And then Stoutland University, man, legendary. I don't think there's a better one than him. So Philadelphia knows how to hire coaches. I think they've done this. You have to really look at the Philadelphia legacy. Philadelphia knows how to hire good coaches, and they do this all the time. There have been some bad ones, no doubt. Rich Kotite was one. Okay, we know that. I mean, we just had Sean Desai, and we just had Brian Johnson got better. He wasn't good with us. Yeah, but he had the offensive weapons that he didn't. He used them. Like he didn't know how to play call, but he used them. AJ Brown had a career season. Jalen Hurts, just the interceptions. He still played effective 14 touchdown rushing. You know what I'm saying? So that's all big there. Another thing I want to talk about, the draft. Now, this is one guy. I'm only saying this because it's Penn State. Put that picture up, Zyke Wheatley. Safety from Penn State. There's a guy in Philadelphia starting to make their visits, going around, senior bowls, all types, you know what I mean? So he's a safety, and he definitely can ball out. So just look for the Eagles. I don't care what I just feel like there's no need. There's no need. You can go and get a player, plug him in, and you know, looking at the safety, think about it. Reed Blankenship, is he signing or not? We know McCooper's the future. We'll see what it is, man. Cornerbacks look, I mean, Eagles don't have much to look for, man. Just get the best player available, I say. Put up that picture of Castillo, Stoutland, and Mud. There they go, y'all. We build on offensive line. So I'm not really listening. And then you got Barkley. I think that's motivation. This Howie Roseman has gotten so much better since becoming the general manager again. Like he has been, so there's no question that something's going to get better there. I mean, he always tries something. He tried Brian Johnson. He tried Patullo. They all did. Nick Sirianni. Quit taking the credit away from Nick Sirianni, man. Quit taking in the middle. If y'all don't know, let's see. You got Howard Mudd, Castillo over there to your left, and then on your right you got Jeff Stoutland. Okay, if y'all know, those are legendary offensive line coaches. One became a coach. Castillo also went to a Super Bowl with Cam Newton. All right, so that's one guy. I mean, we always develop players that know how to win, man. And we always get good coaches. So I trust Nick Sirianni and Howie Roseman, and all Eagle fans should too. But it wouldn't be Philly if it wasn't some A. You know what I mean? So no question. I feel like Landon Dickinson. Landon Dickinson. I know everybody was Landon Dickinson. Put that picture up, man. Landon Dickinson, if anybody knows, one of the best, my favorite player on the offensive line. My favorite player on the offensive line.
Yeah, I ain't got the photo of Landon though. I don't got that photo.
Okay, I ain't sent that out. Landon Dickinson is also considering retiring. He, you know, injuries and stuff have got to him, you know, but at the same time, you know, Stoutland leaving probably was like, ooh. Because, I mean, Stoutland put people in there that you think wasn't ready. Vitae, Fred Johnson. Andre Dillard was a wash for him, but he got in there and started. He did his thing. So a lot of people, Jordan Mailata didn't like, he didn't respond too good to it at all. He didn't feel good at all. It was emotional for him and everything. So that's one guy. And the room, I think it's supposed to be what it is. Eagles is a winning team, winning culture, and people are supposed to talk about A.J. Brown traded. Nobody's going to trade A.J. Brown. It's not even thought of right now. Talking about Sean Mannion would love to get in and coach A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. I mean, man, he got a dream offense. I mean, they say he's a smart guy, good with the locker room. Heard it about Nick Sirianni. I heard that about Sean McVay, the smart part. And he's 33. He's young. So I heard that about Sean McVay, young and smart. So we're going to see how this goes, man. I mean, it was a lot of searching, and people was just like, people didn't want to come to Philly. I don't know. Really, I didn't dig into that real hard. I just feel like there was, just thinking about it, that's crazy. Philadelphia had their own. They interviewed Mannion twice. You know what I mean? There's so many people out there they could have really went. They didn't go hard after everybody. They just had people at the top of their list, and then people, if they didn't seem like they wasn't going to push hard for you, they wasn't going to put the price up. They wasn't going to put the price up to get you to come over there. You know what I mean? They was going to, you want to come through? We like McDaniel. We like Dable. Okay. Y'all going over there? Okay. How you like that? Let me know how you feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, Philadelphia is not in dire need to save the franchise. Like, people got to understand that, man. That was just a mishap. Each time we had a mishap, we made the playoffs. So I'm just saying, man, we just don't settle for less. I mean, 11-5, one season, and this recent season with the 12 wins, 12-5, right? Am I correct?
This season was 11-6.
11-6. My fault. 11-6. And he playoffs each time. Now we know what wasn't there. We recognized it in the season before the playoffs hit, like the 5th week. Everybody saw what we wanted, but we were just I was given a chance. But when the 3-game losing streak came, I said, "No, this got to go now. We need Patullo needs to go if we don't win the Super Bowl. That's it. That's like, and so now." Focus full ahead. We just get the draft and we just add depth. That's what we're gonna do. And We don't need much on this team, man. We don't need much.
Yep, we really don't need much. So,
What you feel about Sean Mannion?
before we get to Jeff Stoutland, and we got to get to Jeff Stoutland and whatever else you want to talk about. Do you? Because I saw this on 94 WIP. I heard it about the fact that because of the drama with Lando Dixon's injury and Lane Johnson might retire and Jeff Stoutland and the new offense coordinator and Vic Fangio might retire, was planning to retire. And then, of course, there's Nick Sirianni and Jalen freaking Hurts and this and that the Super Bowl window is closing.
All right. Earlier in the show, I was talking about the Vic Fangio was staying, so we knew there was blue smoke. They got something from I forgot which guy was it. Jimmy Kempski. It's a part in his what he was talking about that made people believe that Fangio was gone. Super Bowl window closing. That's kind of crazy. I'm trying to really realize who are we losing? What, the offensive coordinators? What defense?
He was saying because this is what he was saying. He was saying because Lander Dickerson, because of the Jeff McClain article about Lander Dickerson probably
retire, because of his injury.
Yeah. Because Lane Johnson might retire.
Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah. Because Lane Johnson might retire. Because Lander Dickerson's injury might force him to retire. Because Jeff Stoutland's situation, we'll talk about next. Because of the new offensive coordinator. Because of Nick Sirianni and because of Jalen freaking Hurts, the window is closed.
So you realize
of the dysfunction. Hold on, one more thing, leader. Because of the dysfunction with the organization right now that people are trying to say.
You realize everything you said, right? Everything was an opinion that he said. Everything was an opinion. Nothing is fact. We know that Stoutland is gone. Lane Johnson ain't said nothing about retiring. How you going to say that affects him? The guy, listen, Lane Johnson only had about 3 more years on his left anyway. I ain't talking about, like, he got a new contract recently. And we know soon we have to get a replacement, but we ain't got to get one right now. You know how good Lane Johnson is, but injuries, it could happen. But window closing. A.J. Brown ain't got traded. Devontae Smith ain't got traded. Saquon Barkley's there. Jalen Hurts to the quarterback. You look at the offensive line. If Landon Dixon retired, if he retires, Lane Johnson has not came out. So people got to get healthy. People have played. You think this team can't draft? Can't draft or sign? Like, what makes it think that this team can't draft to get nobody? I'm worried about signing Jaden Phillips. That's all I'm worried about. And I wanted to ask you, what do you feel about Sean Mannion? How
That's
you feel
what that man said. Sean Mannion, hey, I'm going to basically say the exact same thing I said with what's been going on this offseason. Wait and see. Like, we don't know nothing. Like,
right.
Things are being reported that Lane Johnson might retire. Things are being reported that Landon Dickerson might retire because of his injuries. Like, the Sean Mannion and the Josh Grizzard thing, again, I want to wait. Think about this. We're 2 days away from no longer being the reigning defending undisputed NFL Super Bowl champions of the world. It will either be Seattle or Pittsburgh. And once that happens, everybody is 0-0. We didn't do free agency. We didn't do the draft. We didn't do off-season programs or OTAs or mini camp or training camp. We don't even know who we're going to play week 1. We know our opponents. We just don't know who we're going to play week 1. So the point I'm trying to make is, yes, we got a lot of questions going on with this team right now. But let me see what I want to wait and see. I'm going to wait and see. Let's get to free agency first. Let's get to the draft. Let's get to practice. Let's find out who we're playing week 1. Let's see how they look. Let's see how they do, what they do in preseason. Let's see what they do in the regular season. We don't know. We
One thing we
don't
do
know.
know.
All this stuff going on with speculation. We don't know. So all the people that are saying the window's closed, all the Cowboy fans laughing, everybody that's probably going to pick somebody else to do
That's
the.
crazy.
Let me see first.
No, that's not even a question. That's not even a subject. The window's closed. What's okay? I want to ask people, what is this drama that's supposed to close the window?
The drama with Jalen and Nick Sirianni and Jeff
How's
Stoutland
that
and the
drama?
Leonard injury and the Lane Johnson reportedly retire and the new offensive coordinator and no offensive coordinator wanting to come to Philly and the Vic Fangio potentially retire scare.
None of that sounds like nothing's ending. Because nothing's been proven. I want to say, like, because I've been hearing everything. And I ain't heard the window close. I haven't heard this window closing thing. But like Jalen Hurts and Nick Sirianni, where does that look like tension is in the air with them? Where is that followed up at? Where is this? The reaction of you heard about some type of tension that was from a reporter that said Nick Sirianni. That hasn't been never confirmed from nobody, nowhere at all. And next thing you know, the same thing was said before they won the Super Bowl. The same was something about Jalen Hurts after Brian Johnson and Nick Sirianni weren't on the same page. And then you look at the support big. I mean, like the window. What did they lose? Hold on, wasn't we 11? Hold up, when we didn't make the Super Bowl after 2022, when was it 11 wins? That's a window close after you came from the Super Bowl. Then we're talking about winning the Super Bowl and then making the playoffs again. Same players on the team. Nobody's going nowhere. Howie Roseman still the GM. Nick Sirianni, who won the Super Bowl, still there. Been there 2 Super Bowls. What? Saquon extension. AJ Brown not getting traded. The only person who traded AJ Brown is all the fans. It's crazy. The fine no, the sky's not falling. They're just getting it right. That's
according
it,
to
man.
94 WIP, according to some of our own fans, according to the media, the sky is falling.
Who's the media? Which one? What media are we believing in?
People, the shows on ESPN and FS1, those shows.
No. Who on ESPN said the sky's falling for the Eagles?
Oh, this was remember, this was after we was eliminated. Remember?
Who said that? I didn't hear it. Somebody could have said it. Who said it?
Let's see. Trust me, after we was eliminated, it wasn't really anyone on any of the shows. It was basically 94 WIP.
Okay. They said okay. Well, yeah, they're talks. They're a radio show. They're a radio show, man. They cool. They didn't report that nobody said it. They didn't report that someone said, "Oh, we're trading AJ Brown." They ain't reported like no one in the organization, no one on ESPN had a subject saying, "Oh, is this it for the Eagles? Or is it over?" No one has made this a subject. No, I ain't gonna say I've seen everything, but if that was a subject, that'd be trending. But for they just won the Super Bowl, and you look on that Super Bowl team, that wouldn't even be smart analyst work for you to look on this team and say, and look at this new team coming up, and they say, "Oh, we don't like they're gonna go back to the Super Bowl." Like it's crazy. But no, listen, everybody. I mean, have your fun. Say what you say. It's gonna hit a lot of things. Just know for sure. Nah, they're not in a rebuild mode. Nobody's leaving. Fangio's gone, but we talking about the players on the field. And they're always going to get coaches back in there, man. They're going to get guys in there. We're going to make the playoffs for sure. They better get it right for the Super Bowl. They're always they can make the playoffs and they sleep. And they might lose in the first round, but they can make that. They played Look, their offense looked like a handicap offense last year. Like it really looked like lost. Like it looked way worse than 2023.
Yep.
Like, you know what I mean? So, but all you gotta do is get the right coordinator in there.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
That's
So,
it.
what's the next topic? Or wait, before I forget, you did say something about the salary cap.
Yeah, put that up. Got a picture of that.
Yeah, right here.
Yes, sir. Read that right there, my man.
The NFL has informed teams, aka Philadelphia Eagles, that the 2026 salary cap is projected to land three hundred and 1 million and 305 million.
The Eagles are expected to have about 20 million to spend this offseason out of that. You know what I mean? Not to say that they got more cuts to make and everything. So they're expected right now, they got about 20 million. They got 20 million to get out. So, you know, this is all big. The salary cap going up. You know, every time that happens, you get more money, and Howie Roseman gets to be more Howie. So, you know, it is what it is, man. One thing the Eagles do, and I think everybody needs to realize, they always learn from their mistakes. I mean, we know what happened with Jalen after 2021. We know what happened with the Eagles after 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got 2024. My thing, I just got to see. Now, that's one thing I definitely agree, especially after that right there, man. We got to see it on the field because of what happened last year.
Yep.
We just got to see it on the field, man. That's it. I think now we got. I mean, I love Fangio. If he's going at 2 years, we'll see what it is. I mean, that's what came out that Fangio was don't know if he was staying 2 years or more. Fangio just said he returning. He said he did the 1 year, which is this year, then we got this year. So now we got to see what it is.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So the big thing is, I think the big thing with the Eagles, man, it's nothing to worry about, really. I think now next year if we go to the same situation, all right. But we always come back. Always come back every year, man. This is how it is. The Philadelphia Eagles have always been there, especially now, last 8 years. Come on. So we are definitely there. Now, Landon Dickerson considered retiring. He hasn't retired.
Right.
It's definitely his injuries is messing with him, but with Stoutland going, he might not feel confident. You know, people are saying he might not feel confident to work through his injuries because, you know, Stoutland was a big guy to everybody, man. I mean, he was really like 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
13 years, man. So, you know, real big stuff. And, yo, listen, once again, y'all, before I get out of here, Twitter got hacked. I've been getting a lot of emails, a phone call. Listen, I ain't even started to put the promotion out until I ain't even told everybody. Still been working, write articles for 247 Sports. Still working with Prep Hoops, man. Draft Diamonds. I'm still doing my thing. Still the podcast on. I'm gonna get the podcast back. Follow the Leader, Villanova Sports, Philly Sport, like that. Everything's who's flying in the flyer. But right now, man, listen, I'm just doing work. I'm about to put the full promotion in. By the full, everybody gonna know. You know what I mean? So. Listen, man, Leader still here. Hit me up, leader5813@gmail.com. Any business, people out there, they know I'm involved with the basketball, football, scouts. Get your kid a scholarship, get them put out there. I'm always involved. I'm in every sport, boxing. Like, I mean, we got a lot of things coming. Shakira Stevenson. Woo.
Yep. Oh, by the way, when's the next episode, Leader? When's the next episode?
Third day at 1 p.m. Shakira. Also, we got a new thing we're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
New thing we're going to do, Broad Street News, the break-in. It'd be other stuff you want to comment on. So, you know, like the Sixers doing their thing, looking good right now. They did the trade, Jared McCain. Jared McCain's gone, man. 3 first-round picks and the 2026 first-round pick. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Shakira Stevenson beating Lopez. I saw the fight, man. He just looked lost. Lopez is like a deer in the headlights. And Lopez is a bad bull. And Stevenson was just a master defender, man. I think to me, some people might say the Japanese guy, but excuse me, because I'm pronouncing that name. I got to see it to pronounce. I just, yo, he's a knockout puncher. But Stevenson's the best.
Mm-hmm.
Stevenson, his defense, man, his defense is masterful. So yeah, man, we'll be sure to update you with other news come in. I'm gonna have a whole other segment on here, man. Get it going, cool cat. If you want to say something, breaking news anytime you want to come in, we do that. It just will be a little quick segment, you know what I mean, to it. But listen, man, great talking to y'all, man. We're gonna be fully engaged. Broad Street Blitz Take. Shout out to everybody in Hardcore Sports Network. We here, man. We out of here.
Exactly. Fly, Eagles, fly, go Birds. Thursday show, 1 o'clock. Make sure y'all tap in, and we'll see y'all then. Enjoy your Super Bowl. Let's get it done, Eagles. Let's get it done. Oy vey.
Get it.